Have you ever received feedback on your writing that crushed your dreams? It feels awful, doesn't it? My name is Julie Arts. I'm an author, editor, and book coach. And when I first started writing novel length work more than 20 years ago, there was this now defunct website where you could post first chapters for peer feedback. I was a new writer and I was eager to share my work so that I could figure out what was working and what wasn't. I soon met one of the most active members of the writing community on that site, someone whose username promised that he'd be super tough. And that was exactly what I wanted. I suspect you know where this is going, though. I posted the first chapter of that very first novel, and he absolutely panned it, laying out his fairly thin evidence that I needed to go back to a 101 level writing course and figure out how to write. Promptly gave it a 1-star rating, and without, he admitted, with some great delight, reading beyond the first paragraph. Well, that could have made me absolutely quit writing forever. But the good news is that I was furious instead of devastated, and he had no way of knowing that his snarky response to my work would actually motivate me. In fact, I rather suspect he hoped to crush my dreams. One of the things that held me back from the brink of despair, though, was a strong tendency toward resisting authority, yes, but also was having another writing pal to talk through the grumpy critic's feedback. My pal read the scene, gave me some helpful feedback, and reminded me of what I already knew, which is that all feedback is not good feedback. I kept writing, and I still love that book, even though it's currently unpublished. Now that I teach writing myself, I'm committed to giving actionable, honest feedback, minus the dream crushing part. But I also want each of you to have a group of critique partners that you can rely on to help you parse the feedback that you do get on your writing. Not only do they offer fresh eyes on your story, but they can offer support in a way that keeps the writing journey from being quite so lonely. So that's why I'm thrilled to announce that we're running another round of my free critique partner matching service, CP Meet Cute. The process is simple. You sign up at the link that you'll see below, and I'll send you a series of emails with all the details, including a few tips on how not to give feedback like that grumpy guy. It'll also send you a link to a matchmaker survey that is a very quick to fill out survey that asks you about your genre, age category, your critique group experience, as well as a few other logistical details like your time zone and how often you want to meet. Then I sprinkle the whole thing with a little bit of fairy dust and poof, the matches are made. This sounds like it's so simple, and it really, really is. We've been running this for about 3 years now, and about 2/3 of the people that participate find at least one critique partner that they can work with. This round's cohort will be announced at the end of May, beginning of June, just in time to kick your summer writing into high gear. And I can't promise that you'll meet your writerly ride or dies in CP Meet Cute, but I will say that this program has brought dozens of writers together over the past couple of years, and that it's quickly become one of my favorite parts of my offerings for writers. Writing is a lonely journey, but you don't have to do it alone. So I hope you'll sign up for CP Meet Cute today. Thanks so much.